New details are emerging after a violent standoff this morning involving sheriff's officers, SWAT teams, crisis negotiators, and a barricaded suspect inside of a home at Table Rock Road in Medford. The suspect is dead after the 7-hour standoff this morning. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Caleb Michael. Newswatch host Brett Taylor has been following this story all day long, speaking with law enforcement, neighbors, and even those directly impacted in the case. Brett, what can you tell us? What have you learned today?
Well, Caleb, we have learned again in just the last several hours that this domestic assault case that happened earlier today around 2:27 in the morning here on Table Rock Road was between a father and their son. We have confirmed with that father today that it was his son that did die from, according to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, we have been allowed by that same father to get a little bit closer here to the scene. You can see just some of the destruction that was actually left over from that standstill operation that was happening for hours here today. We have learned that Sheriff's Office negotiation teams were trying for hours to try to convince Dustin Davis Jr. to come out of this house right here peacefully today. But according to sheriff's officers, around 8 o'clock this morning, Davis Jr. fired several rounds at officers who were trying to negotiate with him peacefully to get out of the situation. And officers believe that one of those rounds that he fired was to himself, killing him in the process. Now, this has been an ongoing problem that's been happening here at 6121 Table Rock Road for a few years now. We have verified through court records that, according to them, Dustin Davis Jr. had several assaults against his father, again linking all the way back to 2016. His father telling us today that he cared so much about his boy and that he never wanted this situation to get out of hand like it did when he called police earlier today to try and hopefully de-escalate this situation. It's just a really sad day. Obviously, a life has been lost here today. Again, the father just telling us today that he almost blames himself for what happened earlier today with his son, but right now he is in mourning and still trying to kind of move through the process of what is happening here today and what has happened here today as well. Now, we are continuing to try to find out more information from this investigation from police officers about everything that happened earlier this morning, starting bright and early at 2 o'clock and ending around sometime around 9 o'clock this morning. We're just going to continue to try to bring you more updates later on tonight at 6. But for now, reporting live in Central Point near Table Rock Road, I'm Brett Taylor, Newswatch 12.